What if two of hip-hop's biggest legends are finally pulling back the curtain on music's most powerful couple? We're talking sabotage, shady alliances, award show rigging, and mysterious industry downfalls. It's not just beef. This might be the blueprint of how power is protected and threats are erased. Welcome to Gossip Unlimited, where the industry's best-kept secrets get exposed. Super Bowl Power Play. In 2022, fans celebrated one of the most iconic Super Bowl halftime shows in years. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, and 50 Cent. But according to 50, he almost didn't make it. And the reason? JayZ. Behind the scenes, Jay reportedly tried to keep 50 off the lineup. As Roc Nation's partnership with the NFL grew, Jay gained more control over halftime performances. 50 says he was being blocked until Eminem stepped in. According to insiders, M told them flat out, "No 50, no Slim." And that was that. The message? Jay-Z was using his power to control the narrative, and Eminem wasn't having it. But what if this wasn't an isolated moment? Grammygate Eminem has publicly boycotted the Grammys for over a decade. He says the whole thing is rigged, that he was used for ratings, only to get snubbed when it mattered. 50 Cent agrees, but he takes it a step further, claiming Jay-Z's Grammy wins are tied less to his music and more to Beyoncé. He's implied in interviews that award shows favor J and B because of their brand power. Not because the music is always the best, but because the optics are. In other words, Grammy Gold isn't earned, it's negotiated. And when you control award shows, you control history. Because for millions of fans, a Grammy win is validation. But what happens when the gatekeepers rig the gates? The female artist freeze out. Several rising women in R&B have oddly similar stories, sudden fall-offs, blocked opportunities, and strange timing. Let's break it down. Kelly's created one of the most iconic tracks of the early 2000s, Milkshake. In 2022, Beyoncé sampled it on her Renaissance album without giving Kellis a heads up. No call, no credit, not even a courtesy text. Kellis called it disrespectful and theft. Carrie Hilson released Turnin' Me On, which many say had subtle shots at Beyoncé. Suddenly, she was labeled jealous, blacklisted from media outlets, and even booed on red carpets. Her career never recovered. Ameri had a breakout hit with One Thing, produced by Rich Harrison. Soon after, Beyoncé dropped Crazy in Love, also produced by Rich Harrison, with a nearly identical sound. Beyoncé got the Grammy. Ameri faded out. Mia hinted in interviews that she rejected the wrong powerful man's advances, and her career stalled. She said, "Some people hold power, and if you say no, you pay the price." It all paints a picture of dominance, not just rising to the top, but making sure no one else gets close. Uncle Ron's claims and death in 2023, a man named Uncle Ron, Beyoncé's former bodyguard, spoke out online, claiming the Carters had ruined lives, careers, and knew how to clean up messes. He suggested they blackmailed people, planted stories, and destroyed artists who got too close to their level. Then, days later, he died. No details, no cause revealed. Fans immediately called it suspicious. Some say it's a coincidence. Others believe he knew too much, and the list of too much is growing. Big L's mysterious death. Big L was considered one of the most promising lyricists of his era. He helped Jay-Z make industry connections early in his career. Then suddenly, he was gone, killed in a drive-by just as he was negotiating a major deal. Jaguar Wright, a vocal critic of the industry, claims Big L's death wasn't random. That powerful people benefited from his absence. And when you follow the timeline, Jay-Z's star rose right after. Coincidence or calculated? DMX's Def Jam drama. DMX had multiple #1 albums and one of the most loyal fan bases in rap. But when Jay-Z became president of Def Jam, things changed. DMX said Jay delayed his 6th album and sidelined his projects, allegedly to clear the way for Jay's own comeback. Producer Irv Gotti backed this up, saying Jay made decisions that stifled DMX's momentum. DMX eventually left the label, frustrated and betrayed. Even icons can be blocked if the wrong person holds the keys. Beanie Sigel speaks out. Beanie Sigel was part of Rockefeller's core team. Jay-Z mentored him, signed him, even collaborated with him. But Beanie revealed something shady. Jay released his own albums on the same day as Beanie's, repeatedly. Why? Beanie says it felt intentional, like Jay didn't want him getting too much attention or success. In Beanie's words, he never wanted none of us to be bigger than him. Fake Grammy votes and darlings. Back to the awards game. 50 Cent once said, "The Grammys are for the industry's favorites, not the people's champions." He claims votes are rigged to favor artists who help the show get ratings. And guess who always makes the front row? J&B. That's not just about ego, it's business. If Beyoncé shows up, fans tune in. If Jay gets nominated, outlets write articles. That's currency. So the Recording Academy pushes the same names over and over, even if others deserve the spotlight. It's not merit, it's marketing. The marriage contract theory. One of 50's wildest claims? That Jay-Z and Beyoncé's marriage was more strategic than romantic. He called it a contract, a career move that amplified their power. Before their marriage, Jay had moderate Grammy presence. After Beyoncé, a record-breaking streak. Fans have long speculated that the relationship was built as much on empire building as love, carefully crafted, mutually beneficial. If true, it means even their love story is part of the branding. Petty power moves. Even outside of music, 50 claims Jay still blocks his business deals out of pure pettiness. He's hinted that Jay uses quiet influence to prevent certain collaborations or ventures just because he can. And then there's the NFL situation. Jay allegedly told the league that 50 was a problem, despite 50 being a partner with no actual issues. This isn't about competition, it's about control. Jaguar writes bombshells. Jaguar Wright has made it her mission to expose what she calls the fake elite in music. She's accused Jay-Z of manipulating artists, silencing insiders, and even being connected to mysterious deaths. She points to Big L, Uncle Ron, and others who got too close to the truth. She claims there's a pattern. When someone threatens the empire, they vanish, get silenced, or get labeled crazy. Eminem's Grammy boycott full breakdown. Eminem has explained in interviews how the Grammys used him. They'd invite him, let him perform, build hype around his name, then hand the award to someone else. He said it was all strategy. Use Eminem to boost ratings, then give trophies to safe artists. He refused to go back. Even when offered to join the committee, he declined. It's beyond repair, he said, for someone with his impact to walk away. That speaks volumes. Power couple or power players? So what's the real story here? Drop your take in the comments. We want to hear from you. And if you're into exposing the stories no one else will touch, make sure to like and don't forget to subscribe. We've got a lot more coming.